What up? It's 929 WDUP, the London's home of timeless hip hop and R&B. It's your boy Mike Mitch Ill. Got a special guest, man. We got Sly Huncho, Dr. Huncho in the building. What's going on, sir? How you
What's
doing, man?
going on? I'm doing good. How about you?
I'm great, man. Nah, happy to have you on here, man. You know what I mean? Forbes 30 under 30. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, do you start every conversation with that? Like, yo, yeah, I'm on that Forbes. You know what I'm saying? Like,
No, I actually don't even say it because I feel like I'm boasting a little bit or like I'm just like putting it out there. But my girl be like, you need to kind of say it when you're introducing yourself more. So
hey,
I'll be
yo,
kind of keeping it took. So I'm getting out of my shell like just to let people know
hey,
too
yo,
much.
Sly, man, you ain't gotta be humble over here, man. Like, yo, when you first got that Forbes label on you, man, I know you had to like kind of pound your chest a little bit. For real,
In
you ain't.
fact, so I thought it was a scam at first, actually. So like I got the email, I'm like, hold on, am I tripping? And then I started looking at it, reading. I'm like, oh snap, this is real. So I started calling everybody, and everybody like, I'm like, I got something to show y'all. So I showed them, and they're like, oh my god, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's been
Nah, but
good.
like, no, you thought it was a scam. Like, what you just got like a random email or
You
something
know
like
how they
that.
be,
Like,
cause they
yeah,
be emailing people nowadays. Like I don't know
yeah,
who it be, but it be like
yeah.
fake brand deals coming through, just fake like spammy stuff that's going through the email. So I had to just double check and make sure, like, cause I forgot I even applied for it. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay, I bet. So yeah, like for our listeners out here, just a quick rundown of your background. You know what I mean? Kind of, introduce yourself to our listeners out here real quick.
So I'm Sly Huncho. I like to say I'm an influential entrepreneur. So I cut hair and I create content, and I'm an actor, getting in my acting bag a little bit. So I cut in Atlanta, Georgia, moved from Kansas City. I started in 2017, been creating content since then. I gained over 1 million followers in 69 days, but it's all through consistency and focus of the content and really just motivating everybody to show them that they can do whatever they want to do as long as they stay in that mode.
Yeah, hold up. 1 million followers in 69 days?
Yeah.
How? I mean,
It's good.
for our
It's
listeners, unless you want to like give all the game, because we gotta get
I
our
no
followers
no
up
no
too.
yeah.
You know what
I'm
I'm saying?
here
Like,
for
yo, how
five
you do that, man?
because it's all about the more eyes you get, the more people that's gonna follow you, if that
Yeah.
makes sense. So what
Mhm.
I was doing was making sure every time somebody opened their phone, that they would see my face. So the most time people on their phone, they on their phone at lunchtime. They on their phones when kids get out of school, when they get off work, or when they doing break time, and then
Mhm.
at times when they at dinner. So I'm posting at all those certain times, making
Mhm.
sure that they see me, and then I'm staying consistent on top of all those days. But at the same time, I'm using my personality inside my videos. So it's like 1 million people out there, they got the same personality as me, the same humor as me. So it's like, shoot, they can relate to me and they can relate to my story. So they started following me from that.
Yeah. How did you learn it? Like, was it just like trial and error, or you followed the script? How that
I
work?
fig- I figured it out when I started doing the voiceovers because I thought I was like a fluke or something. Like
Yeah.
the first time I did a voiceover, it blew up. I'm like, nah, let me keep trying this. So I kept trying it. So I'm like, okay, bet, boom. Then I started adding other videos on top of that just to be able to sell something to my audience because your audience always wants to support you. But then
Mhm.
also creating another series so they could come back every day, look forward to like keeping up with me. Basically, like I like to say like it's like my diary almost. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So having a series and then having something that your audience can support you with, and then having that transformation video. So just doing that constantly and adding a voiceover to it.
Mm. What was that video that kind of made that jump for you?
Uh, I think I did. I had cut off somebody's hair. Well, it's a couple videos. It depends on like which, because
Mhm.
I did a couple of jumps throughout my career. So like the first jump, I was getting like 1,000 followers a day, but that was back in like 2018 when followers like people weren't getting as many followers as much. So that was more like the wave videos. I was doing like a whole bunch of hair transformations, wolfing. I wolfed for like 36 weeks straight, and then I cut all my hair off. So everybody was following that hair journey initially, and I got up to like 60K followers. But then that big jump in 2024, the video was more so. I think I cut off like an African client's hair,
Mhm.
but I did his voice too. So like I mimic people's voices just based
Word.
off my hair. So I did the accent too, and everybody started laughing and stuff. So it was really the transformation videos that helped kick it really in gear.
So yeah, just to get back into your background, you went from the army. You say you worked
Mhm.
at Wendy's. You worked, what I mean, regular 9 to 5s, and you went to the army, and then boom, you know what I'm saying? You at where you currently at in the Forbes list. You know what I mean? Talk about
Right.
that transition.
So I was working at Wendy's in high school going into college. So I didn't really know what I wanted to do because when you get out of high school, you really kind of lost. And I was more so focused on sports. like wanted to actually go to the NFL and stuff like that. But when I realized that wasn't like, you can kind of realize when you're not really one of them. Like I was decent, I was excelling, but I
I,
wasn't
I,
like
I know all
like
about that. Yeah,
you know what
yeah.
I mean?
I thought I was going to the league too, so I already know.
Facts.
Yeah.
So it's like I got a scholarship, but it wasn't like one of those big schools. It was like the worst D2 in America type at the time. So it's
Yeah.
like, eh. And then I heard about like the army. The army was giving away a scholarship. All I had to do was enlist in the army, and then they'll pay for school, whatever. So I heard about that. They gave me about $60,000 for the scholarship. So I'm like, okay, bet that's gonna be more than that. So I had hair at the time, so I ended up cutting my hair off for the army, and I was learning how to cut my own hair just cause I knew I wouldn't be getting cuts from my sister like that because she was the one cut my hair at the time. So I'm learning how to cut my own hair, and then like you might as well start cutting other people's hair so you can get some money like on the side and stuff. So that whole summer I was cutting hair, practicing and stuff until I ended up going to college and stuff, and I was cutting hair in the dorms. Really, really just grinding it out because I would go home like when I go home on the weekend. Sometimes I cut hair in my dad's basement because my room was on the bottom floor, so it's like shoot the
Yeah.
bathroom. Cut hair in the
Yeah.
bathroom.
Yeah.
Cutting hair in the bathroom doors, just really grinding out. Charging $7, and then when I realized stuff was starting to go up was when I had somebody drive all the way from Atlanta to my dorm room just to get a cut because they seen my video. So I'm like, okay, social media is the way just because it's reaching so many people. It's like you being able to reach 1,000 people at one time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I feel like social media is the biggest, really the biggest thing in the world right now. It's like the new business card for me.
Yeah.
So cutting hair in the dorms, then COVID comes around, and it's like they let everybody out of school. So at that time, I was staying on a college campus, so I had nowhere to stay. So I went back to Kansas City, and I was cutting hair there, but they ended up closing like all the barbershops. You know, it's like the weird time, the COVID time. You can't really cut hair in the shops. So I was out of work for at least like 2-3 months before I even got back to cutting. But during that time, I was starting to get depressed because I wasn't where I wanted to be. It wasn't cutting hair. It wasn't making no money. So I was drinking every day, smoking every day, getting like real deep into depression, partying every day, just kicking it, hanging out with friends and stuff. And then it's like, man, what am I doing? Like, you know, when you just like sitting there, like I should be way, way much bigger, doing way much more. So it really took me just looking myself in the mirror, like you gotta like really lock in if you like really want this stuff and change your life because this right here, it ain't doing nothing for you. And shoot, I was sleeping in my car for up until I would say the next semester, the next semester of like my senior year.
Mhm.
But that whole summer I was grinding, cutting hair from like 5 a.m. to 11 p.m. Like even on the 4th of July, I got a video up where I cut hair like 36 hours, just cutting hair, just grinding it out. So I ended up being able to get my first apartment, my first car, all my senior year, and I made my first 100,000 my whole senior year. So at that time, I'm like out of college, but I'm still in college, so I'm not focused on college because a lot of people gotta realize that you being in college, it's a distraction, but it's not a distraction. Like some people use a degree, but most people don't. Like you get out of college, a lot of people get their degree and they don't use it, or they get a job they wasn't expecting and then they in debt. So I already had my mind made up on I was gonna take barbering serious. So I'm focused on building my business versus like college. I'm gonna do my college work or whatever, but I'm more so locked in on my business, building my business.
Boy,
So
I know.
then,
I know you was
uh,
getting it. I know you being on college campus, you was getting it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
facts.
matter of fact,
But
like yo, the day ones though. Like, I know the
uh-huh.
price is gonna go up. Unless you want to say the price.
No, no, no.
I seen
Price
them.
go up on day ones because I feel like
I,
some of them support the most. Like
yeah,
when I first started cutting hair, I would line somebody up, and I was like, shoot, it's just $5 for a line. He gave me a $20 bill. I'm too geek because it's $20.
yeah,
So I
yeah.
was like, shoot. Even those people like, shoot, you deserve it. You know what I
Right.
mean? So, yo,
Yeah.
real day ones that's really supporting your business, they gonna pay that price. They ain't gonna really look for no discount. They gonna, you know. But some people like just because they family, they be like, I'm your family. You know what I mean? But nah.
Hey man, I'm from the old school. I remember like getting a cut for like $5, $10. Now it's like where I'm at, I gotta pay 40 for this right here. Like I'm
Facts.
tight, and I know you probably charge way more than that. I know I won't say the price unless you want to say the price. But that's why I was like, yo, them day ones, man. You don't give them no discount. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't
It's
give them
like they not even like none of my day ones live in the same city,
yeah.
but they would still pay the price because they know the price is and they probably tip. I feel
Hey,
like
I know. Yeah.
I actually feel like the more you raise your price, the more people tip too. Like
Mhm.
first I was getting like $5 tips, $10 tips, but then when I raised my price, I started getting like $20 tips, $40
Yeah.
tips. Like the most I've gotten paid for a haircut was just $3,000.
Jeez.
You see what I'm saying? So it's like the more you take your business serious, the more you up your price, up your standards, people gonna respect that and respect you as a businessman. You just gotta really just stand on business with stuff and
Yeah.
then build relationships too.
I ain't mad at that. Like, yo, if people willing to come out their pocket $3,000, yo, go get
Like,
that. You know what I'm
facts.
saying? But like, I feel like you paying $3,000 for a haircut, yo. Your joint gotta stay good for like a half a year or something like that. Like you got like your hair don't grow. Like the same line gotta be there. Like you gotta stay in place, yo. You gotta have like some special, you know what I mean?
Facts, a little something, a little something. But it comes with the
Experience.
experience. It comes with the
Yeah.
experience too.
Uh,
Like people really be driving like crazy just to come get a haircut.
what's the
Like
furthest
people,
distance?
somebody drove from Canada in a Tesla,
Jesus,
there and back. That's like 32 hours.
man, that's yo kind of like speechless. And that don't happen often on the radio, man. Or he drove all the way down from Canada to get a cut.
Facts.
And then,
I was really shoot. I was, I'm like, you drove from Canada in a Tesla because you know they got to charge it too. So I was like,
hey,
it's kind of crazy.
hey, man. Damn, yo. I mean, I'm trying to look at my headline right now. Like maybe I that's crazy. But yo, man, like what are some of the big names you cut? You know,
Uh,
I seen the clip and I'll talk about that, but before I get into that, like say name some of the like the big name people that you cut.
Funny Marco, Orlando Brown,
Mhm.
Zaytoven, Sadie Hendricks. Let me think of some more. Willie Gay, Jaron Reed, them two NFL players.
Yeah.
Let me think of some more. Uh, Denzel Curry.
Mhm.
Who else? I'm trying to think of somebody else. It's like a lot of it's like in between like rappers and stuff and athletes.
Yeah.
But I ain't got no basketball players yet. Looking forward to that. But I'm looking forward to collabing with more artists and more celebrities just to really get my name and help their brand as well. Oh, and Clarence NYC, he hard
Yeah.
too.
I bet. So yeah, man, I was just telling you off here, like I just saw the clip you cutting up Orlando Brown. You know, I guess
Mm-hmm.
he was getting ready for the Funny Marco interview and everything
Facts.
like that. Talk about that whole experience, man. You know what I mean? You got Funny Marco, you got Orlando Brown, you got Ray J there, you know what I'm saying? Talk about that whole experience being there, man.
So Marco really just hit me up like, "Hey, you trying to cut his hair?" I'm like, "Sure, let's do it." So I come in, he kind of already got a cut, but it's like one of those cuts that's growing back,
Yeah.
but it's not even all the way. Not to disrespect the last barber, like an all the way fluid cut. Like
Mm.
his line needs to be sharpened a bit, and the part was like messed up. So it's really just him getting a hairline, but his personality is so big that you got to record the whole moment because he's gonna make the moment just based off his personality.
It
But
was.
just seeing how he's actually interacting and acting, and seeing Ray J acting stuff, that was like definitely a dope experience. That made me want to get into acting even more, just because you can see the switch just like flip. But Orlando Brown, he just I think he like act like that like off camera and on camera. But he kind of got to switch. But
Yeah.
Ray J, he like really got to switch. Like just
Yeah.
feel. I'm like, is he for real or is he playing? Like, nah, he just acting. So it's like
Yeah.
it's really cool. But everybody there definitely funny. It's definitely entertaining and it's like inspirational just to see a big production like that go on. So it's like, dang, I got way more to go, but I'm right here, so I got to keep going.
Yeah, man. And one thing I learned that I can respect from you, man, you kind of give people the game too. You know what I'm saying? You know, you blew up and you trying to teach other people how to do the same thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I'm not
But
mistaken, are you giving like courses or are you like, tutoring people or, you
yeah,
doing anything like that?
I teach people and I mentor
Mhm.
people and I have like ebooks and stuff just in
Yeah.
case people. I got like all levels so it's affordable to everybody.
Mhm.
But people that really take it serious be doing the one on ones.
Yeah.
But the most of seeing somebody grow, I got a student that's in Africa. He
Mm.
went from like 200K followers to 1 million followers in like probably like 3 months as well.
Jesus.
Uh, I had
Yo,
a
how much your
kid.
course, yo? Like, I think we need that. Cause we popping on the
Yeah.
FM, we popping on the FM, we popping like listeners, like yo, but our social media need to jump. Hey, yo, I might be a client, man. Y'all heard that loud on the radio, like,
Facts. It's easy.
uh,
I even did a
yeah,
restaurant. He went from
yeah.
like 2,000 followers to 20K followers in like a
Jesus.
month.
All right, no doubt. Yeah, we gonna talk over here, man. I need
For
that.
sure, for
I
sure.
need
I
that.
got
I need that cheat code, man, for that stuff,
you.
man. But like, yo, you give financial advice too. You know what I mean? Anything you could offer on my listeners out here, like, going from where you came from to, being where you at currently now. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you could offer some gems to our listeners real quick.
I would say invest in yourself and
Mhm.
don't be scared. Like when you invest in yourself, make sure it's actually something that's gonna move the needle versus like investing in things that you won't use or thinking that you can use or thinking that somebody else is gonna do the work for you, basically.
Right.
So really invest in like skills and stuff, and don't be scared to like jump out there and be yourself as far as like content and stuff, because that's what's gonna help you the most. I feel like, and then reinvesting that money into the content, because a lot of people like, okay, they get this little brand deal or they get this little check, and then they spend it on like jewelry or something. Spend it on some camera equipment that's gonna make your video quality look better. Like this whole office in here, I spent some bread
Right.
on this. You know what I mean?
I
But
can
you see the
tell.
reaction they get out of people, and
Yeah.
it makes the money back. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
basically, reinvesting the money into the business to make your business propel.
Yeah, man. So like, what's more difficult, man? Like gaining the followers or maintaining them? You know, you get them numbers up, and then like you got them, and then you gotta keep them in pocket, or you might lose them. I mean, everybody gonna get some unfollows or what have you. You know what I mean? But like, how difficult is it to actually maintain that audience once you get them?
It's not hard if you still have the momentum. So the
Mm.
moment you stop your momentum, the moment like everything else pauses. But once you start getting the followers, it's gonna be like a momentum. You just gotta keep posting, basically adding gasoline to the fire.
Right.
Because the moment you stop, it's like that's when it stops. Like people are not gonna follow you forever. So people follow you for a season. They might have followed you for this specific reason, and then they may not be for you no more, or
Mm.
you might not be for them, so they might unfollow you. But that's okay as long as you keep going. The moment you stop, that's when I feel like the maintaining the followers start going down, the views start going down.
Yeah, yeah, I hear that. Yeah, we over here with Sly Huncho, man. Big deal out here, man. Gained over 6 million followers in I don't know 2 days. I forget. He run them numbers up, boy. I tell you. Yeah, man. It's just like, yo, let's talk to your acting. You know, you mentioned that. What's next for you with that? Like, you taking any roles or you reading any scripts, acting
So
classes? Like, what's that? What's next for you?
I did one audition for Disney for a voiceover acting because I just always wanted to be like a Disney character, probably like a villain or something like that. So I don't know
Mhm.
if I got that role yet. I did like a background role in Zatima, the new season that just came out, the season 5. So that, and then just gotta keep auditioning and acting, trying out for new roles and stuff like that. Cause I'm like really new in this, but
Yeah.
it's more so I want to do it for fun, just because I got the passion to be in the entertainment industry versus like, oh, you gotta do it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. Now, people on a previous interview, man, like you wasn't feeling your voice. Like, you know what I'm saying? It took you, like, to build up your courage a little bit to actually start doing the voiceovers. Now it's working for you. Speak on that
Facts.
a little bit.
So I really had to overcome the voice thing. I feel like that's what made me change my voice. Like it get aggressive because it goes towards my personality. I like to think of like my voice acting as in like different characters. So me being scared on camera was more so me just being self conscious of, well, not self conscious. I would say I was taking myself out the game before I even started. Cause like when you start recording, it's like you talking to yourself. It's all awkward and stuff, and then you
Mm-hmm.
start hearing your voice. It's like I don't like my voice, but you don't know what other people like. You don't know, you like judging yourself before the people even hear it. So I was really getting out of that. It took really me just repping it out and just doing the voiceovers, and then actually reading the comments like, oh, this dude's kind of funny. This dude said this. This dude said that. So just really keep repeating, well, not repeating, well, repping it out, and then on top of that, if I needed a teleprompter, I would use a teleprompter. If
Right.
well, I just now got into that, the teleprompter thing, because that's a tool people can use if they don't find themselves comfortable or they forget words or start tripping over their words. They can start reading on a teleprompter. That way, it's easier for them. But that just, I feel like that just take repetition, and then you getting out your own head, because once you get out of your mind and you conquer your mind, you can conquer anything.
Yeah, so like what was that switch for you? You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, like was it just something you read or anything like that that kind of had that switch, you know what I mean? Because like I get it because you know what I mean, I do radio and like I love my voice, but my voice mad hood or this is over the top sometimes or mad loud, whatever, you know what I'm saying?
Now
Like
you got the perfect radio voice.
now thank
But
you. Yeah, so
that,
that
that
like what was that point for you? Is like I boom, I'm good with it. You know what I'm saying?
I was forced. I was forced by TikTok.
Okay.
Because TikTok raised the requirements in order to get paid to a minute. So your video got to be at least a minute to even get paid. So at first I was doing like 10-second videos, but I wasn't doing no speaking on it and stuff because of my voice. But it's like, dang, I need a way to waste time. So I just started doing the voiceovers, and that's when it started clicking. It's like, oh, it's not. This is what's helping me. The thing that I've been running from the most is helping me the most. So it's like, dang, I should have been doing it.
Yeah, man. And yo, you got this pause, the Spice Ball Blaster, you know what I'm saying? Like
Uh-huh.
did you patent that? Like, speak on that. I mean, I think that's like a big point of your actual videos too. And you hit them with the joint, you know what I'm saying? Talk
Yeah,
about
yeah,
that.
facts.
Yeah.
So I would literally look for things that catch people's eyes in videos. So like it even comes down to the glove colors. If your gloves are a bright color. It's gonna catch somebody's attention. Something bright, something shiny. People love seeing that stuff. So I seen that tool a while ago. Like, dang, what is that? I need that for my videos to basically make my videos pop more. So I started using that in the videos. People were like, what is that? And then I started doing the voiceovers on top of that. But every time I do a voiceover, I'm freestyling. So I'm just saying whatever. And I ended up saying Spice Ball one time. And they said, oh, that's a Spice Ball, whatever. So the comments really told me what they like. So I just kept repeating it in each video. And they like, oh, that's the Spice Ball. So it's like, boom. Okay, they know me for this. So I might as well just start selling to them instead of me buying other people's stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, we over here with Sly Huncho, man. So like, yo, man, outside of like, you know what I mean, the hair cutting, the acting, you know what I'm saying? Like 5, 10 years from now, like where do you see yourself, man? Projection.
Really owning different businesses
Mhm.
and being a mogul. I like Kevin Hart's brand, I like 50 Cent's brand, and I like Juicy brand because they're not just doing one thing. They kind of got a whole agency of different businesses, like basically like an octopus of things that they own, if that makes sense. Like 50 Cent, he in liquor and he in
Yeah, you got Matt
producer.
Arms. Yep.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
yep.
each one of those got ownership in different things. So it's
Mhm.
like me really building up to that. I feel like.
So yeah, getting back to the cutting, man. So like, yo, when you ran that price up on these guys, man,
Uh
thirty
huh.
five hundred or whatever, man, did you have to like high? Cause you from Atlanta, right? You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
You stayed out there. I used to live out there for like 2 years, so I know
Mm-hmm.
how Atlanta could get, man. Did you have to like hire security and all that? It's like, oh, word,
Not,
tell me
no,
that.
no, no. It don't be that deep because the energy that I give off is always positive energy. So
Yeah,
I feel
yeah.
like whatever you receive is what you give out. So everybody that usually comes up to me is always positive. Like, oh, you motivated me, you inspired me. I heard your
Mhm.
story. It's real touching, bro. Keep going, like stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I don't got no security or stuff like that. But
Uh,
it ain't like I'm just out here giving out my location and stuff. I'm still like keeping my
yeah.
head on
Hey,
straight.
man, I lived 2 years, man. They stole my car out. They stole my car out there. They found a joint abandoned over there, bankhead, all that. So
Hey,
like,
first, facts. First,
yeah,
the first week I got down here, it was like the first or second week.
yeah.
I went to my girl crib. She like, they not gonna do nothing to your car. Well, I'm in a safe place. I go outside the next morning, man. My window gone. And it's not even broken. It's like taken out of place. Like what? Like how do y'all even do that?
Yo, it's crazy. I had like a Dodge Intrepid, right? So like they
Uh huh.
broke into my window and then they cracked the steering column, whatever. And then like it was back in like, I'm dating myself, but it was back like when prices, I mean it's currently like that now, but like price was like $5 a gallon, whatever. And like whoever stole my car was like, yo, I mean, I'm not filling this joint up and left my joint abandoned. Ever since then,
Dang,
I had to like, yo, for like a couple months till I got a new car, man. I had to drive my car with a screwdriver, I had to stick it in the steering column.
that's too crazy.
Yo, whoever y'all are, man. Yo, I swear if I find y'all, I ain't doing nothing. But you know what I'm saying? But yeah, man. Nah, but yo, man, you doing so much out here, man. And I appreciate you actually doing this interview with us, man. You know what I'm saying? You school me to a lot, you know what I mean? Because like us, we're FM radio station, so like, where we at, Connecticut, whatever, you know what I mean? We got the listeners in the whip and we got the TuneIn app, the Audacy app, and we're trying to build up our social media stuff. So I kind of appreciate somebody such as yourself who achieved the highest, you know what I mean, peaks of that, giving out game to people. You know what I'm saying? Like, you still ambitious enough to actually pursue your pursuits, but you're giving game to people too. You know what I'm saying? So I
Facts. I
just want to give
appreciate
you
y'all for
flowers on
having
it.
me too.
Yeah, man. So yeah, yo, what can you say to anybody else, man, that want to kind of like follow what Sly Huncho got going on, man? Give all your info and everything like that.
So I'm Sly Huncho on all platforms. You can type it in on Google. You can type it on Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, Snapchat, wherever. It's Sly Huncho everywhere. Just make sure you hit that follow button. You can ask questions in the comments. I'll respond back to them. I'll respond back to anything really, but we're
Yeah.
not negative. Keep the negativity where you at. Bring all
Yo.
positive vibes.
And yo, matter of fact, I do got another question. So like, yo, somebody pay you a couple stacks, right? And like you Zeke 'em, man. Like, what do you do to fix that up? You know what I'm saying?
You
Like,
got you got to get you got to give them the haircut for free. Like I've given out free haircuts before.
yeah,
Like even when I'm starting out, like giving
mm,
out free haircuts even just to get the reps in. You know what I
right.
mean? Doing free haircuts for video, doing free haircuts just giving back. So I ain't really got no problem to give out a free haircut, especially if I know that I messed up. Like I had a client back in Kansas City where it was like within my first 2 years, I went back to get the guard, but the guard wasn't on there. And then I went over his hairline. And it was like a real light spot on his hairline. And I'm like, man, you got a spot right there from that. But everything's, you know what I'm saying? I give it to you for free, stuff like that. I
Yeah.
fixed it up with the spray, and he ended up still coming back, being a loyal client, and actually tipping and stuff too. So it's like
Yo,
Shit, people understand.
I feel like you at a point. You got people like you know what I mean coming in international trafficking. You know what I mean coming in from
Right.
all over.
But
You know what I'm
that's in
saying?
the beginning though. That's in the
Yeah,
beginning. So it's like now it's like
yup,
you
more
you
of it.
you, you
Word.
kind of got to you kind of like at this level you kind of got to be on point like at all
Yeah.
times because everybody watching. You know.
You know, we at a point right now. I feel like yo, you can put somebody's hairline back and they'll still give you a tip. It's like you know what I mean. It's an honest
I
guy.
understand. Thanks for the experience.
Put my joint back. I don't even care.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
man. So yo, man, yo, just hang tight 1 second. I need to drop, you know what I mean? And yo, my barbers who do cut my hair, like yo, I'm about to like, you know what I mean, replay this and I'm cutting out the part where you talk about you charging stacks because you start charging me for that. I'm cutting my own hair, damn it. You know
You
what
gotta
I'm
sit there. You
saying?
gotta sit in the chair. Price went up.
Matter of fact, it's like, yo, you know, I'm getting a little older, man. You know what I mean? Like, don't analyze my hairline too much, man. Like, yo, like, can you really restore somebody's hairline? You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, they joint kind of, you know, rickety or
Depend.
whatever.
It depends. Like I can restore it. I can restore the look for the moment,
Yeah.
but like actually like restoring, you can get some like Rogaine because that's like some
That really worked?
minoxidil. Yeah, heck yeah, that's how I grew my beard. Like I
No,
had
but
patches in my beard.
what about
Facts.
what about the joint that go into your like the pores of your hair? What I forget what it's called, but like you know
You
what I'm
talking
saying?
about the derma roller?
Yeah, nah, it's just like it messes with like the part of the hair that actually sprouts the hair. The gland. Never mind.
Do it. You talking about the hair transplant?
Yeah, is that like
Yeah, that worked, but
yeah,
what I've noticed, like a lot of African American clients
yeah,
have to go back twice, just because it won't fill in all the way
yeah.
sometimes. But I've
Right.
seen some good cases where it's like it filled in good. I'm like, dang, they did you
Uh,
right. But I've seen some
yeah.
clients where it's like you might need to go back. So it's like 50-50. You know what I mean?
Hey yo, you good at cutting like white people hair? Like, cause I always wanted like yo, you know what I mean?
Hmm.
Like your white person hair, like yo, you got like you know you a hood bar, not hood, but like just a
Yeah,
colored
yeah,
barber
yeah.
shop. Like you gotta give them the flow be cut. You know what I'm saying? Like you, like
Mhm.
how do you know what I'm
I
saying?
cut,
Like
I cut, I cut, I cut Caucasian hair too. So it's
yeah,
like straight hair, Indian hair,
yeah,
anybody type of hair, I cut it. But it's just not that many type of people in Atlanta where I'm at.
yeah,
You know what I mean? So it's like, and then it's like the people that come to me, they want the big chop, they want the waves, they get the same haircut. So it's like I'm recording them. So it's like it seems like I only cut that hair just because that's what I'm recording because that's what people are requesting. You know what I
yeah,
mean?
yo. So yeah, man. Like yo, matter of fact, like I could get waves. My waves be like I get the deep dish waves and all that. But like for some
Facts.
reason, I get like a wave on my hairline, so
On
it
the
kind of turns to a
facts.
bang. Like it's like hovering. You know what I
You got
mean?
that mixed hair. You
Yeah,
got that
that's
mixed
me.
people hair. Yeah, I know
Yeah,
what you're
yo.
talking about.
Hey, word, yo. My joint be spinning, man. But like, yo, I stopped doing it because like, yo, I get a bang, yo, and I'm like, yo, I'm too old to have a bang, dog. Like, it's
You
crazy.
gotta comb your hair. Like before your brush session start, just comb your hair every time. It's gonna start moving and connecting.
Yeah, man. Appreciate you, man. I'm getting this is crazy, man. I made it, man. I'm getting live wave content from Sly Huncho live on the
But
Hey
yeah,
yo,
old
man.
tutorial.
Oh man. So yo, Sly, man. Hang on 1 second, yo. Not to now. We gonna get to the music, man. Make sure you, you know what I mean, follow his content, man. This guy's blowing up, man. It's a big deal out here, man. Let's go.